A drastic drop in greenhouse gas emissions. Meat production is one of the largest contributors to greenhouse gas emissions. Without meat consumption, methane emissions from livestock would decrease significantly. This would slow global warming and improve air quality, making a major impact on climate change efforts. More land for forests and wildlife. Livestock farming requires vast amounts of land. Without meat production, deforested areas could be restored, increasing biodiversity and creating new habitats for wildlife. This would help endangered species recover and boost global oxygen levels. Improved water conservation. Meat production consumes enormous amounts of water for livestock and feed crops. If the world stopped eating meat, water usage would drop dramatically. This would help regions facing water shortages and make fresh water more accessible for human consumption. A shift toward plant-based diets. People would need alternative sources of protein, leading to a global shift toward plant-based foods. Crops like beans, lentils, and quinoa would become dietary staples, supporting healthier eating habits and reducing food-related diseases. A decline in factory farming. Without meat consumption, factory farms would shut down, eliminating the inhumane treatment of animals. Ethical concerns surrounding meat production would disappear, leading to a world where food production is more humane and sustainable. Economic changes in the agriculture industry. Farmers who rely on meat production would need to adapt, shifting to plant-based agriculture or alternative industries. Governments might invest in lab-grown meat, plant-based food innovations, and sustainable farming practices to support the transition. A reduction in antibiotic resistance. Livestock farming relies heavily on antibiotics, contributing to antibiotic-resistant bacteria. Without meat consumption, the overuse of antibiotics in food production would end, reducing the risk of drug-resistant infections in humans. Healthier global populations. A world without meat could lead to lower rates of heart disease, obesity, and certain cancers. With plant-based diets becoming the norm, people might experience improved overall health, increasing life expectancy and reducing healthcare costs. More efficient food production. Growing plants for direct human consumption is far more efficient than feeding livestock. Without meat production, food resources would be used more effectively, potentially eliminating global hunger and making nutritious food more accessible. A more sustainable future for generations. Eliminating meat consumption would reduce environmental damage, conserve resources, and promote better health. Future generations would inherit a cleaner planet, where food production aligns with sustainability and ethical responsibility.